Matthew Perry, the star of Friends, has died at the age of 54 from an apparent drowning. Police say he was found at an LA area home. The 911 call came in saying it was a cardiac arrest call, but when they got there, it appeared that he had drowned. Sources are saying that he was found in a jacuzzi at the home, that there was no foul play, and there was no drugs found on the scene.
So sad. In his book, he said, if I died, it will be a shock to people, but it wouldn't be a surprise to anybody. He therefore said that the reason why he's writing the book was so that he would make that impact, considering the fact that he's an actor, he's a star. So he was trying to make an impact and tell people about the highs and the lows of life, and knowing that they're common to all human beings. So he's not spared, considering the fact that he's an actor and he's a star. So he wanted to make an impact in that way and fill people's life with hope.
I say in the book that if I did die, it would shock people, but it wouldn't surprise anybody. And that's what I'm doing with writing this book. That's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to just talk about the highs and the lows, because people are suffering out there. And maybe if they hear a story from somebody they've seen on TV that's worse than theirs or just the same as theirs, they'll be filled with hope.
Matthew Perry's family has released a statement to People magazine. He passed away yesterday at the age of 54 and was found unresponsive in his jacuzzi in his backyard. His family says, "We are heartbroken by the tragic loss of our beloved son and brother. Matthew brought so much joy to the world, both as an actor and a friend. You all meant so much to him, and we appreciate the tremendous outpouring of love." People magazine has also spoken to a friend of Matthew Perry's who said that he actually had just signed on to act in a new drama film called Unworthy, but it was on hold because of the strike. He was also extremely happy in his life lately and had just moved in to his newly renovated home. Matthew Perry had been posting a lot of Batman-inspired Instagram posts lately and signing them Matman. A lot of people have been asking why, and one of the friends said this. Apparently, he'd been working on a new idea for a series. He was just having fun with it, the source says, and this is one that he had posted the other day. Batman plays pickleball. More information is starting to come out about the death of 54-year-old Matthew Perry. Drone footage of Matthew Perry's backyard has been released when the police and paramedics arrived. They, of course, had the area tented off where Matthew's body was. However, this is the jacuzzi that Matthew was in when they found him deceased. It had been reported that there was no drugs on the scene, but now it has come out that there were no illicit drugs, but there were numerous amounts of prescription drugs found. Matthew Perry was addicted to prescription drugs over the years, but he was believed to have been clean for the last year. However, the police have now reported that they have found antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, and a COPD drug that was in the house. And COPD is for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a drug that's often used for people who have emphysema or chronic bronchitis. Matthew was a smoker throughout his life. Perhaps he did have one of those issues. They will not know until the autopsy if he was taking any of these medications and if he even did need COPD meds. Sources say that Matthew Perry had just finished a 2-hour pickleball game. He absolutely loved pickleball. When he got home, he sent his assistant to pick up a new iPhone for him and some prescription glasses. The assistant says they were gone for about 2 hours. When they got back, they found Matthew Perry unconscious and unresponsive in the jacuzzi. This is actually a picture from Matthew Perry's last Instagram post. It's him in his jacuzzi, and he had this statement. "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good? I'm Matman."
Matthew Perry parents arrive at home where Friends star died. Matthew Perry's family showed up at his home in LA just hours after the Friends star died Saturday in a jacuzzi. Matthew's mother, Suzanne Morrison, his father, John Bennett Perry, and his stepfather, Keith Morrison, displayed their emotions as they walked up to the house where Perry died. As per dispatch audio, first responders rushed to Perry's home after receiving a cardiac arrest call. Perry drowned in his jacuzzi. No drugs were found at the scene. Matthew posted an eerie video just days before his death, in which he showed himself in a jacuzzi with city light below, and the caption, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good? I'm Matman." Matthew's parents split when he was still a young boy. His mother married Keith Morrison in 1981. Matthew devotes a significant portion of his memoir talking about his upbringing and some of the struggles he endured as the child of divorced parents. Matthew stayed in touch with his biological dad, an actor, and John even appeared on one episode of Friends. John was also the Old Spice sailor in commercials. Matthew and John weren't tight, but they were together as recently as this month, posing together. Matthew posted the pic with the caption, "Here's me and my father John both holding a beverage. FYI." The beverage was soda.
These are friends and friends who are paying tribute to Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry's initial post-mortem has been revealed as inconclusive, and his cause of death is still yet to be determined, as LA police say it may not be known for some time. A heartbreaking 911 dispatch call has been shared of the tragic moment emergency services rushed to Perry's house. His assistant made an urgent call when the Friends star suffered a cardiac arrest in his hot tub. Coroners have deferred his cause of death, pending the final results of toxicology tests.
You become an actor.
My father's an actor.
In
And
fact, you did a scene with him, right?
yeah, well, we did. He played my father in a movie called Fools Rush In that I did.
We got a scene from that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So is that
perfect.
what, want to run that? Is that what attracted you to it?
I think that's initially how I generated a respect for the business, and I just, you kind of always want to follow in, there he is, always want to follow in your father's footsteps, sort of, and I was lucky enough to be able to kind of do that, and he was so funny in this movie.
Did you do it in school, college?
Yeah, I did. Initially it was just something. It was like the easiest course in school for me. I just had this kind of. I just had this love for it.
Matthew
Rest
Perry
in peace,
parents arrive at
Matthew
home
Perry.
where
Thank you
Friends
for
star
staying with
died.
me. Stay
Matthew
tuned
Perry's family
on
showed
this
up at his
channel.
home in
There's a lot
LA
to
just hours after the
uncover.
Friends star
There's a lot
died
to
Saturday in the
discover. There's a
jacuzzi.
lot to
Matthew's
speak
mother,
about.
Suzanne
And
Morrison,
stay with us
his
as you
father,
tour the
John-
world, as you explore, and as you know things that are around us. May we pray for comfort over this family.